So, today I'm so angry, and this is one of the day when I really wonder why I actually love Egypt. Because I really love Egypt, it's clear, but sometimes in the normal life, Egypt really putting me down so much. Okay, I'm gonna tell you what happened today. Because it's something I have to tell you, but I don't wanna make a video about it because I think it will be so short anyway. So I remember my was some podcast that I was doing months ago, but I stopped after, and I feel pity for it because I believe it's like another connection with you. Like I'm telling my deep thoughts without some editing, so maybe it has like bigger feeling. So I'm gonna to tell you the story of today. Today, my daughter, for the first time, she was applying for a school, so we went with her to introduce there. Okay, a normal teacher took her and she asked her some question like a normal kids. You know how it works. It will be the same like in Europe. I agree. But what really shocked me that I couldn't enter with my daughter inside the school and I couldn't be with her in the interview. What really shocked me, but okay, I let it be. And in the meantime, some manager of the school took me and she spoke with me about some information, like personal information, whatever. It went like very fine. But what really surprised me that the manager couldn't speak English well. I applied actually for international school, okay, so they are supposed to be fluent in English, but I really had a problem to understand the manager what she wants because she doesn't speak even in the whole sentences. She speak like in words, like if someone start to learn English, so we all start by words. That's how they speak in English, but fine. But what shocked me, after 5 minutes, my daughter came back and they told me that my daughter doesn't speak at all. Just let you know, my daughter speaks 3 languages and she's really good in it. And not only I say it, a lot of people say it. No worries. I know the skills of my daughter very well. But the teacher told me that she doesn't understand neither English neither Arabic and that she didn't told a single word. So it really made me so angry. But I tried to explain like she's still small and she like maybe is shy or I don't know, it's simply something new for her new environment. So I asked him to make it in front of me. I wanna see how the teacher spoke with her in the English, what she was telling her exactly. Just for my information, not to make the interview again with her. Okay, if she failed, my daughter, she failed, whatever. But I want to listen it, to hear it. But they refused and refused for me kind of very, very impolite way. Simply like they look at me like I'm crazy, that it's not possible, that no one will do it for me. So I try to explain her in the English my point of view. And for my big surprise, she didn't understand English at all. So I told the teacher, bring me someone who can speak English and I can consult this with. And she really don't understand. And this made me so angry that I just took my daughter and just left right away. Well, to be honest, I know that I'm kind of maybe oversensitive on my daughter. It's true. But on the other side, I know my daughter's skill. But what I don't understand, I'm applying for international school where I'm supposed to really speak English and they are not able to do it. Even the basics, this is really for me insane. And it costs so much money, the schools here. It's not a fun actually. But what I saw, it was the same as governmental school. Really, for me, there was no difference at all. So please, I want to know if someone has a very similar experience as me. Please write it to the comment. I really love to listen it, read it from you, and let's share the experience of the schools here in Egypt. Because honestly, I'm going to search for another school, and I will not wait even for my daughter's result if she passes it or not. I don't really care, but what I saw really disappointed me and I cannot put my daughter to such an environment. Simply, I can't. But I started to feel that right now in Alexandria there is something wrong with the foreigners, because I'm gonna tell you a story which happened to me 1 month ago. I just hope I didn't speak about it. If yes, I'm sorry, I'm gonna repeat it. But it was that I'm going with my daughter to a swimming pool course, okay? Just for fun. And the swimming pool is inside of one high school. The place here doesn't matter. But what mattered that I was going with my daughter inside, and they stopped me and they told me, "Oh, you're a foreigner. You cannot enter." And I was like in shock, like, "What? I can't enter the school because I'm foreigner? Like, what's the problem?" And they told me there's simply a new rule which our president recently made, that no foreigner can enter any public school in Alexandria. At least I hope it was just for Alexandria. There I was listening story that in the swimming pool happened something very bad, like some foreign kids died there, so that's why they forbidden it. But this story, I cannot assure it was really 100% true. So it's like words against words. No one knows what's true or what's not true. But what I did actually to my friend is going there with me, and she's Egyptian, and she has a kid, a boy, actually bigger than my daughter, older I mean. So what we did is we exchanged the kids, and I'm entering with the boy, and he really looked like Egyptian, and the face, you cannot deny that he's Egyptian, and he speaks of course Arabic. So every time we entering, he speaks Arabic, so they think that I'm Egyptian, and they let me go. And my friend is entering with my daughter. Surprisingly, they didn't have problem with my daughter, because as her father is Egyptian, so they thought, okay, it's fine. She's like Egyptian, she can enter anything. But me as a foreigner, it was impossible. So I don't know what's happening really now, and it already makes me angry. But I really feel it. Anywhere I go now into Alexandria, the people really like don't behave me good because I'm foreigner, and that's something strange. And I knew, because always it was opposite. Always when you was telling someone that you're a foreigner, so it was like gate to paradise. And I was exactly the opposite, and I'm not stewing on it, and I really don't like it. Okay, enough complaining about Egypt, but I had to tell you this, my story, this my experience, what happened with me right now. And by the way, if anyone wanna know like update about the coronavirus, so in Egypt, I believe the normal, that the life is absolutely normal. Everything goes back, and still some people speak about it, of course, and they make like a protection from it. But otherwise, I believe it's just the words, and everything is normal. So if you wanna come to Egypt, so don't be afraid. Everything is fine. And I traveled even in the meantime, so I really know. I can confirm you don't have to be afraid. And by the way, there is one more thing I wanted to tell you. Actually, a very long time, but I wasn't able to do it. Maybe you noticed that I was like for 3 months away from the YouTube, and then I just came back recently, like in a new shape. But I would like to explain this to you, why it happened to me, why I was away. It wasn't that I give up on it, not at all. But with me happened really very something bad in Egypt, really very bad thing, and I decided to actually leave Egypt forever. I wanted to leave forever, to be honest. And so I left. Someone helped me, someone who I know from my close people, who I know from Europe, and I go with my daughter back to Europe. I was there like 2 months, okay? Then somehow my problem solved, and I was able to come back to Egypt for good luck. But you know what I realized on myself? That the closest people in my life, always, they try to put me away from my way, from my destiny, because my destiny is Egypt. But people who trust the most, they always put you down. At least in my life, I have it like this. Always when I trust someone so much, then I realize that They manipulate with me, and I don't even notice. And it's even harder and harder for me to come back and to continue life what I choose for myself. But what I realized after I actually went back to Egypt, that I was absolutely broken this time. I didn't experience this much before, but this time happened to me like absolute, let's say, burnout, or I don't know how to name it exactly, but it was really hard. I was like just sitting and crying and just thinking about what all happened, and I couldn't really do anything for really a very long time. It was one of the hardest period of my life ever. But then I realized I just cannot give up on what I choose because I went already so far. So it will be really pity if I stop maybe in the best time. So I'm back. I will continue because I read a very wise sentence, and it was, as long as God doesn't give up on you, you shouldn't give up on your life, whatever you choose. Simply, I made some choice, maybe wasn't as good as I expected, but it's done. I have to simply continue what is meant for me, whatever I like it or whatever I don't like it. So actually, I wanna thank you so much that you had the patience to wait on me again, and I am back, and I believe it will not happen again, or I will try that it will not happen again. So thank you so much. Thanks for listening this short podcast, but I'll try to make podcasts every single week on Saturday exactly. I try to manage all my videos now by time. Yes, if you did notice, my videos will be uploaded regularly on Monday and Thursday at 3 p.m. and the podcast on Saturday. And I believe, like, let's say 3 videos per week is enough, and that I can prepare it for you really very good way about the quality, not about quantity only, but the quality is better, of course. And the last thing I tell you, I'm finishing finally the book, which I asked it you in my post. If you don't watch my post, so do, because I'm posting almost every single day. And the book actually will be a romance book. It will be this true story, my true story, what happened with me when I came back to Egypt. So you can looking forward. I already wrote it, and I'm right now editing it. So it will take just a couple of more days, and it will be done. Till the end of this month it will be released, absolutely, so you can look forward already. Okay, thank you so much and good night.